Welcome to TDS Online Math. Alright, let's look at this plain figure here. Alright, now this figure is a quadrant. A quadrant is 1/4 of a circle. Alright, if this is a complete circle, okay, if I divide this into 4, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So A is a quadrant, B is a quadrant, C is a quadrant, D2 is a quadrant. So 4, okay, 4 times 1/4, okay, of a circle will be one complete circle, area of a circle. All right. Now, let's be careful here. From the center to any part of the circumference is called radius. Now, we can spot radius here. Now, OC, from O to C, if I draw a line here, we have radius. Now, don't forget that the figure is not 100% accurate. In other words, not drawn to scale. All right. So, OC is radius, OE is another radius, and OB2 is a radius. So, this side is a radius, this side is another radius. All right, now let's see how we can find the length AB squared plus that of D, that is M squared plus N. Okay, now let's observe OACD. What do you see over there? Now, if you observe it carefully, you could see that OACD is a rectangle. Now, if that is the case, the two lengths are equal. So, we have this side being 15, and this side will be 8 centimeters. Okay. Now, once we know this side, and this side, we can find OC. So, this side will be 90. So, we can apply the Pythagoras theorems. Now, don't forget that OC is the same as OE and the same as OB. Okay. Now, OE is the same as 15 plus N. So OE is 15 plus N, that is OD plus D. Okay. And OB, this side, OB is also 8 plus M, that is OA plus AB. Okay. Now let's solve for OC. Once we know OC, which is the same as OE and the same as OB, we can find M and N. As simple as that. Now from here, OC squared is the same as, so the theorem says the square of the longest side is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. So we have OD squared plus CD squared. So OC squared will be OD 15 squared plus 8 squared. So we have OC squared, 15 squared is 225 plus 64. All right, so OC squared. So 225 plus 64, 98. So we have 289. Okay, now how do we find OC? So we have no option but to take square root on both sides. So if I do that, my OC length, OC, that's the radius, okay, is plus or minus 17. And since length cannot be negative, radius is a length, cannot be negative, therefore we ignore the negative side. So my R is straight away, my radius is 17. Okay, so R is 17. Now be very careful here. Remember, OE is a radius and OB2 is a radius. So let's look at case 1, OE. OE is what? 15 plus N. And OE is the same as OC. It's also radius. So OE is the same as OC, which is 17 centimeters. And it's the same as radius. Okay. So if that's the case, we can equate this one to 17 and equate this one to 17. All right. So it's the same as OB. You can add OB. They are all radius. So the question is solved. Now from here, 17 is the same as, so the first equation is 15 plus N. 15 plus N. Therefore, N is 17 minus 15, which is 2. So case 2. So case 2, we have 8 plus M. So 17 is equals to 8 plus M. So my M will be 17 minus 8. That will be 9. As simple as that. But the question says we should find M squared. M squared plus N. But M is what? M is 9 and N is 2. So we have 9 squared plus 2. 9 squared is 81 plus 2, which is 83. So M squared plus N is 83. As simple as that. All right. Subscribe to this channel for more exciting videos like this. All right.